Boss asked me for a favor. I work as a manager in a multi-million-dollar construction company. Yesterday, boss called me for a favor to ship some items for his vacation. Boss's son was nearby this conversation, so I asked him if he was going away with his father. He replied that he was not going and probably a fling couple's trip. Boss's son then texts his father that he knows this newfound information. Boss immediately calls me back to call me a gazette. In other words, a tattletale, and no longer trusts me. In no part of our initial conversation was any of the information asked to be classified. I realize my conversation with the boss's son was not constructive, but do I deserve this backlash? Neither your problem, not your fault, and not your responsibility. If the boss wants a secret kept, they should have told you up front that it is a secret and who isn't to be told about it. That error in judgment is 100% theirs, and I'd tell them as much. Point blank. Is he the boss or the owner? If he's not the owner, his superiors would probably like to know their guy is using employees to help him have affairs. If he's the owner, start looking for a new job ASAP. If he does stuff like this, he'll retaliate against you 100%. No longer trusts me. Cool. You don't need to be doing his personal chores for his personal time off anymore. No, it's not your job to keep his secrets. Cheaters always take out their aggression on the innocent. Why would your boss expect you to be keeping secrets anyway? I had a boss that wanted me to both keep everyone informed and also keep all information between us. He was bipolar, tyrannical and narcissistic. Boss, I assume it was a scam phone call and confirmed with your son to make sure. Sounds like boss has a guilty conscience. Never work in family businesses. The families will encourage each other to utmost cruelty in treating employees. Family businesses have more of a slave vibe than public ones. Run while you can, and don't look back. If you involve other people in your business, other people will know your business. Your boss is a douche. Lol. I had a wonderful vision of this guy losing his company to his son because his wife takes it and gives it away, and then the son keeping you on and giving you a raise. It sounds like you're in a tough spot. While it's unfortunate that your boss reacted negatively, it might be worth considering how your conversation could have been perceived. However, labeling you a gazette seems harsh, especially since the information wasn't explicitly confidential. It's important to maintain open communication, but also respect boundaries. Redditors often suggest documenting such incidents for future reference. Remember, it's okay to stand up for yourself, even if it means having a difficult conversation. Call your boss back and tell him you might need to call his wife to see if she needs anything for this trip, unless, of course, he would like to give you a raise. Typical narcissistic behavior by your boss. He's making you feel unsure of your position, so you can never be sure what kind of mood he's going to be in from one day to the next. He's gaslighting you. Asking a manager to ship personal items? Now that's just stupid. I am sorry, you are a manager in a multi-million-dollar company. That must be hard. Why you think this is anti-work, I don't know. But I would rather hear from those struggling because of people like you than feel sorry for you. While this is entirely not your fault, and your boss knowing his son works there and also didn't want his son to know, should have been explicit about not saying anything from, I can't ask my son because I don't want him to know, to please keep this between us. My son doesn't know. I would hope there is an extra kickback for taking care of this. All that aside, a good police to live by is to simply never share somebody else's business. Your brother tells you about a date. Don't go to your mom saying, "Wish I had a date tonight like my brother." Just don't. Coworker talks about vacation. Don't go talking about how you wonder what it's like. Don't talk about people who aren't in the room, and at that, even if everyone's in the room, don't bring up another person's business. There are plenty of innocent things that can cause issues. I've been in positions where someone else starts talking about another person, and honestly I have no problem saying, "I prefer to not talk about someone who isn't here." Nobody has ever gotten offended or upset. You're not your boss's secretary, personal errand runner. He should have asked his son to do it if he didn't have the time to do it himself.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Aircast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.